Why haven't you started yet? You said you were going to change your life 6 months ago. What happened? Are you lazy? Is that it? Or are you just a liar? Why does the version of you in your head have a better career, a better body, and a better life than the real you when you both have the same 24 hours? We all have a graveyard of abandoned projects, a library of unread books, a list of one day that never comes. We call this laziness. We call it procrastination. But psychologists have a different name for it. It's called the intention-action gap. And today, we're going to find out why your brain is hardwired to build bridges that it refuses to cross. Meet Ren. It's 2 a.m. and Ren is currently on a high. He just had a brilliant idea. He isn't doing the work though. He is designing the cover. He is researching the best font. He is watching tutorials on how to be successful. He feels incredible. He feels productive. Let's pause Ren right there. Why does he feel so good even though he hasn't created a single thing? This is premature dopamine signaling. When you plan a goal, your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure chemical, just for imagining the success. Your brain cannot distinguish between the visualization of the victory and the actual victory. Ren is getting the reward of being successful without suffering the pain of actually working. He is biologically high on his own potential. But then, the morning comes. Day 2. Ren sits down to actually do the work. The mood board is done. The research is done. Now he just has to execute. But he freezes. A heavy weight settles in his chest. Suddenly, the room feels too quiet. The task feels impossible. He feels a sudden urge to clean his room or check his email or do literally anything else. What just happened? Ren isn't lazy. He's under attack. This is the amygdala hijack. When Ren looked at that blank page, his brain didn't see a creative opportunity. It saw a threat. The threat of failure, the threat of imperfection, the threat that his reality won't match that beautiful fantasy he built last night. His amygdala triggered a fight or flight response. Since he can't fight a blank page, he chooses flight. He scrolls social media to lower his cortisol. He isn't procrastinating, he is self-medicating his anxiety. Ren realizes he can't jump the gap. The fall is too far, so he stops looking at the other side. He stops trying to be perfect. He takes a sticky note. He does one tiny, terrible thing. He writes one bad sentence. It's cringy, but it exists. Here's the hack. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. Physics tells us that the most energy is required to start moving an object. This is static friction, but once it's moving, it's easier to keep it moving. By writing one bad sentence, Ren broke the static friction. He opened a loop in his brain. The brain hates open loops, so now it will naturally want to close it by doing the next thing. He didn't need motivation to start. He needed low-stakes action to generate motivation. Ren is moving now, but he isn't happy. He looks at what he's created and he hates it. In his head, this was supposed to be a masterpiece. In reality, it looks clumsy. It sounds amateur. The gap between what he imagined and what he produced is painful. Most people quit right here. Ren is suffering from the taste-skill gap. You got into this game because you have good taste, but precisely because your taste is so good, your early work disappoints you. You know it's bad, but this isn't a sign to stop. This is the valley of disappointment. The only way to close the gap between your taste and your work is a huge volume of work. You have to create the bad stuff to get to the good stuff. Ren thinks his bad work is a failure. It's not. It's a necessary bridge. The sun starts to set. Ren is tired. He stops. He leans back. On his screen, it's not the glowing castle he imagined. It's just a small, simple house. It's not perfect, but it's solid. It's finished. Ren doesn't delete it this time. He saves the file. It's rough. It has flaws, but it has one thing the dream didn't have: reality. Something shifts in Ren's brain. When you dream, you get a spike of anticipation, but when you finish, even something small, you get satisfaction. More importantly, you rewrite your identity. Every time you cross the gap, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. Ren isn't trying to be a creator. He is a creator because he created. The gap is closed not by perfection, but by completion. You are waiting for the perfect time. You are waiting for the perfect tool. You are waiting to feel ready. But readiness is an illusion. The gap doesn't close by thinking. It closes by doing the thing you are afraid to do badly. Don't be the architect of a ghost town. Build a crooked shed. Write a bad script. Code a broken app, because a broken reality is infinitely better than a perfect fantasy. So look at your hands. They weren't meant to hold on to ideas. They were meant to build things, to break things, to mold the chaos of your mind into something real. Do not let your potential become your prison. The gap between who you are and who you want to be isn't a distance you have to travel. It's a wall you have to break, brick by imperfect brick. Start now. Start badly. Start broken. Just start.